Love is a miraculous thing, but what happens when it collides with secrets, wounds from the past, and the weight of social differences? Ryan Hayes, a young millionaire and the successful CEO of a renowned tech company, lives a life that feels strangely hollow. He struggles to trust anyone, having been taken advantage of too many times because of his wealth. Searching for peace, Ryan frequently visits a quaint little coffee shop in New York, a place where the clinking of cups and quiet chatter offer him solace from the pressures of his world. It's there that he first notices Sophia Lane, the kind-hearted barista whose warm smile seems to brighten even the gloomiest days. Sophia isn't just working to make ends meet. She pours her heart into supporting a struggling community center. Ryan quickly finds himself drawn to her sincerity, but he chooses to keep his true identity a secret, pretending to be a humble financial teacher. Everything seems perfect until a dark chapter from Ryan's family history unexpectedly connects to Sophia's deepest pain. Ryan Hayes seemingly has it all: wealth, fame, and power. As the CEO of a major tech company, he's celebrated worldwide for his brilliance and business acumen. But beneath the glamorous exterior, Ryan feels utterly alone. His life is a constant cycle of doubt and caution, shaped by the many times he's been taken advantage of simply because of his immense fortune. In search of a reprieve from this suffocating reality, Ryan often visits a small coffee shop tucked away in a quiet New York street. Here, no one knows who he is, and he can enjoy rare moments of peace. It's at this unassuming cafe that he meets Sophia Lane. Sophia is unlike anyone Ryan has ever encountered before. With her warm smile and genuine care for others, she serves every customer with wholehearted dedication. Beyond her job as a barista, Sophia devotes her time to volunteering at a nearby community center, where she teaches literacy to struggling adults. However, the center is on the brink of closure due to a lack of funding, a fact that weighs heavily on Sophia's heart. Ryan quickly finds himself captivated by Sophia's authenticity and compassionate nature. To her, he's just another customer, and for the first time in years, Ryan feels safe in someone's presence. To maintain this connection, he tells her he's simply a humble financial teacher, determined to keep his true identity hidden. As their conversations deepen, Ryan begins to feel a profound sense of connection with Sophia. At the same time, he can't stop thinking about the community center she cherishes so much. He wants to help, but he's afraid his actions might raise questions or shatter the fragile trust between them. Torn between his growing feelings for Sophia and the fear that his secret might destroy everything, Ryan finds himself at a crossroads, unsure of how to move forward. Ryan and Sophia grew closer as he began spending more time at the cafe and even visited the community center where she volunteered. At the center, Ryan decided to contribute by teaching free financial literacy classes to adults who were learning to read, a way to help without revealing his true identity. Sophia's dedication and passion for her work only deepened Ryan's admiration and love for her. During one of their heartfelt conversations, Sophia opened up about her family's past. She revealed that her father, James Lane, was once a talented manager at a large company. However, a ruthless business decision by the company's leadership left him unemployed. Unable to cope with mounting debts, James fell seriously ill and eventually passed away. This tragedy left an indelible mark on Sophia, fueling her determination to help others and prevent similar suffering in her community. Ryan was stunned by her story. A wave of guilt washed over him as he realized the horrifying truth. The company responsible for her family's downfall was once run by his own father. It was his father's decision that led to James Lane's dismissal, setting off the chain of events that devastated Sophia's family. Ryan couldn't escape the fact that his family's wealth and success were built, in part, on the suffering of others, including Sophia. From that moment, Ryan was plagued by guilt. Every time he looked at Sophia, he felt torn between the happiness of their growing bond and the weight of the secret he carried. He wanted to tell her the truth, but fear of losing her kept him silent. Their relationship deepened. Ryan became the person Sophia trusted most, and they often shared their dreams and worries about the future. But the secret Ryan was hiding became an unbearable burden. He knew that, sooner or later, Sophia would learn the truth. Ryan found himself caught between two agonizing choices: continue hiding the truth and live with the guilt, or face the reality and risk losing the woman he had come to love so deeply. Ryan knew he couldn't continue living with the weight of his secret. One evening, after Sophia finished her shift at the cafe, he asked her to meet him at the community center. He had braced himself for the worst, but he knew the truth had to come out no matter how painful it might be. As they sat in the quiet room of the center, Ryan looked directly into Sophia's eyes, trying to steady his nerves. He began by telling her about his father, who had once been the CEO of a large corporation. Ryan explained that as a child, he hadn't understood the far-reaching consequences of his father's decisions until he took over the company himself and began uncovering the truth. Then came the hardest part. Ryan confessed that it was his father who had signed the decision to lay off her father, James Lane, which had triggered her family's tragic downfall. Ryan took a deep breath, his hands trembling slightly. He knew that what he was about to say could shatter everything they had built together, but he also understood that the truth was the only way forward. "Sophia, I'm Ryan Hayes," he admitted. "I'm not a financial teacher, as I told you. I'm the CEO of a major tech company, and my father was the one who hurt your family." Sophia was stunned, her eyes filling with hurt and disbelief. She couldn't comprehend that the man she trusted the most had been hiding such a monumental secret. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" she whispered, her voice trembling as tears welled up in her eyes. "Do you even realize how much I trusted you? I thought I finally found someone who was real, and now I don't even know what to believe." Ryan tried to explain. He told her that he was terrified of losing her, afraid that if she knew the truth, she would never want to see him again. But his explanations did little to soothe Sophia's pain. "You say you love me, but you didn't trust me enough to tell me the truth," she said. "How can I believe anything you say now?" Tears streaming down her face, Sophia stood up. She told Ryan she needed time to think, to sort through her emotions. Before leaving, she said, "You say you want to help, but what I need isn't money or redemption. I need honesty." Ryan was left alone in the empty room, his heart aching as he watched Sophia walk away. He knew he had hurt the one person he loved most, but he also knew he couldn't give up. He had to find a way to make things right, not just for Sophia, but to atone for his father's mistakes. Ryan was determined not to lose Sophia and to make amends for all the mistakes his father had made. After many sleepless nights, he made a bold decision. He would purchase the community center that Sophia cherished so much. His goal was not just to save it from closure, but to create a space where Sophia could continue spreading her kindness and making a difference. Ryan stood before the gathered crowd, his heart pounding in his chest. As he revealed his true identity, he felt the weight of their skeptical stares, the murmurs of disbelief. Yet he stood firm, his voice steady as he explained his intentions. This wasn't about redemption, he told them. It was about making things right, no matter the cost. For him, this was not just about making amends to Sophia, but about doing what was right for the people she cared so deeply about. Meanwhile, Sophia took time to reflect. Though hurt, she couldn't deny that Ryan's actions came from a place of genuine remorse. When the center was fully renovated and ready to reopen, she attended the grand reopening ceremony. Ryan gave a short speech thanking everyone, especially Sophia, for inspiring him to take this step. After the crowd had dispersed, Sophia approached Ryan. He apologized once more, this time with unwavering sincerity and a promise. "I will never hide anything from you again. All I ask is a chance to make things right." Sophia stood silently for a moment, looking into Ryan's eyes and seeing the deep regret and honest love within them. She nodded but spoke softly. "Trust takes time to rebuild, Ryan, but I'm willing to start over. With you." After the community center was fully restored and running smoothly, Ryan and Sophia's relationship grew closer with each passing day. They began dating, enjoying simple yet meaningful moments together. Ryan made every effort to show Sophia how much he truly loved and appreciated her. They would often stroll through the park, try out small eateries around the city, and sometimes Ryan would surprise Sophia by picking her up after her shift at the cafe. Every date was meticulously planned by Ryan, leaving Sophia feeling cherished and secure. One moonlit night, Ryan suggested taking Sophia to a special place he had never shared with anyone before. As they stepped off the elevator and onto the rooftop of a towering skyscraper, Sophia was awestruck. The city sparkled with countless lights below them, while the night sky was illuminated by a brilliant full moon. Ryan gazed at Sophia with tenderness in his eyes. "Whenever I feel lost or overwhelmed, I come here to look at the sky. This place always helps me feel lighter. But now everything has changed because, with you here, I no longer feel alone," he said, his voice filled with emotion. Sophia turned to reply, but her words caught in her throat as she saw Ryan kneel down on one knee. He pulled out a small velvet box, opening it to reveal a dazzling diamond ring. "Sophia Lane, you've changed my life in ways I never thought possible. You've taught me that love isn't something money can buy, but something built on trust, sacrifice, and sincerity. Will you give me the chance to spend my life loving and caring for you? Will you marry me?" Sophia stood frozen, tears streaming down her face, but they were tears of pure joy. She smiled and nodded, her voice trembling as she said, "Yes, I will." Ryan rose to his feet and gently slipped the ring onto her finger. They embraced under the moonlight, as if the entire city below had paused to witness this magical moment. That night, on the rooftop, the two of them began a new chapter in their lives, a journey of love, partnership, and unwavering devotion. Ryan and Sophia's wedding was simple yet deeply heartfelt. They chose to host the ceremony at the community center, a place that held so much significance for both of them. With the help of friends in the community, the space was decorated with warm golden lights and Sophia's favorite wildflowers. Sophia walked down the aisle hand in hand with her mother, her eyes glistening and her smile radiant. Ryan, standing at the end of the aisle, felt his heart stop for a moment when he saw her. Her simple yet elegant wedding dress only accentuated her natural beauty and sincerity. As they exchanged vows, there wasn't a single dry eye in the room. Ryan promised to love, protect, and cherish her forever, while Sophia vowed to stand by his side through all of life's ups and downs. After the wedding, they opted out of an extravagant honeymoon. Instead, Ryan and Sophia explored the quiet corners of their city, trying new cafes, visiting small bakeries, or sitting in parks talking for hours. One memorable day, Ryan attempted to bake croissants but ended up with dough sticking everywhere. Sophia burst into laughter, snapping photos of Ryan mid-chaos and naming the picture "Chef in Distress." Married life for Ryan and Sophia was filled with both tender and comical moments. Sophia discovered that while Ryan was a genius CEO, he had no clue how to work a washing machine. One time, he mixed whites with reds, turning all their laundry pink. "I think pink suits you," Sophia teased, holding up his now pastel shirt. Ryan, not one to back down, decided to surprise Sophia by making breakfast. Instead, he burnt the toast and set off the smoke alarm. "I think I'll leave the cooking to you," Ryan admitted sheepishly, while Sophia laughed and hugged him. Their days were filled with laughter, learning, and love. They balanced their work and personal lives, often spending weekends watching movies or playing board games. Ryan, fiercely competitive, took Uno as seriously as a high-stakes business deal, much to Sophia's amusement. 3 years passed in the blink of an eye. Their daughter, Lily, was the center of their world. With her mother's sparkling eyes and her father's playful nature, Lily brought endless joy to their home. Ryan often became her horse, carrying her on his back as she giggled and directed him around the house, while Sophia watched, her heart full of love. On a sunny spring day, the family decided to go on a picnic to a large park just outside the city. Sophia packed a basket filled with sandwiches, fresh fruit, and Lily's favorite cookies. Lily twirled around the house in her yellow dress, a gift from her grandmother, bursting with excitement. At the park, Ryan spread a picnic blanket under a large tree while Lily darted off, collecting tiny wildflowers. Watching her, Ryan turned to Sophia, taking her hand. "I can't believe that just a few years ago I was a lonely man sitting in the corner of a cafe, and now I have everything I could have ever dreamed of. You and Lily." Sophia smiled, squeezing his hand. "I never thought that the quiet man sitting in the corner of that cafe would become the amazing husband and father you are today. I'm so grateful for everything we've been through." They reminisced about their journey, the challenges, the forgiveness, and the pure joy of welcoming Lily into their lives. Suddenly, Lily came running toward them, beaming as she held up a small bouquet of wildflowers. "Mommy, I picked the prettiest flowers for you." Sophia scooped her up, kissed her cheek, and said, Thank you, Lily. You are the most beautiful flower Mommy could ever have. Ryan pulled both of them into his arms, holding the two most important people in his life. Under the golden afternoon sun, the sound of their laughter echoed through the peaceful park. In that moment, they realized that happiness wasn't found in grand gestures or luxury, but in the simple, joyful moments shared with those they loved.